Welcome. We're about to dive into one of the Zohar's deepest secrets, a teaching that completely re-engineers how we see reality itself. Now, to start, I want you to imagine something. Picture two worlds, both unfolding at the exact same time. One is this hidden, luminous, almost see-through realm, just pulsing with this subtle, living light. And right beneath it, coming out of it, is the world we know, the dense, tangible earth, with mountains and rivers and life-taking form. But here's the key. They're not separate. They constantly overlap. Beams of energy are always flowing between them, showing us that what we see, what we can touch, it's just the surface of a much, much deeper reality. Okay, so here's our roadmap for this journey into the hidden architecture of the universe. We're going to start with those familiar first words of the Torah, and then we're going to journey deep into the mystical engine that powers our world. We'll understand not just what was created, but how it all works, and most importantly, why it matters for every single one of us, right here, right now. All right, so let's get into it. We're starting with a verse we all think we know. But tonight, we're not going to treat it as ancient history. We're going to see it as a blueprint for a reality that's happening continuously in two layers. We are peeling back the surface to reveal a whole new dimension of meaning. You could even call it the operating system of existence. This is it, the foundation stone of reality. But the Zohar and the entire mystical tradition basically asks us to just pause right here. Don't rush past this. It's not just saying God made a sky and some dirt. No, it's describing the fundamental binary structure of existence itself, a concealed dimension and a revealed one. And this right here, this is the question that unlocks everything. What if the heavens and the earth aren't just two places, up there and down here, but two parallel dimensions, perfectly synchronized? The sources talk about an upper earth, and a Hetz Allah, and a lower earth. In other words, a hidden spiritual reality that is the cause and the power behind the physical one we can actually see. This changes everything. Creation isn't some single event in the past. It's a dual-layered process happening in every single moment.
So here's the crucial point. We're living in an interface. Seriously, the physical world isn't like a user interface. In this worldview, it is one. It's the visible expression of a deeper, hidden reality that is constantly sustaining it. Every single thing you and I experience, every object, every event, is the effect. But the cause of it all is rooted in this concealed world, this cosmic blueprint that's always running, always emanating, and always holding up our physical universe.
Okay, so if our world is the visible front end, then what in the world is this cosmic back end? To help our 21st century minds really get this ancient secret, we're going to use a few modern analogies that, frankly, the Kabbalists of old would have absolutely loved.
You know, the sources describe the ultimate divine reality, what they call Atika Kadisha, the Holy Ancient One, as being a secret within a secret. What does that mean? It means it's concealed even from the highest angels in the most spiritual worlds. There are layers upon layers of reality, and each one is a veil for something even more fundamental hiding inside it. It's not just one hidden world. It's like an infinite Russian doll of concealment.
For all you engineers and coders out there, this analogy is going to click immediately. The concealed world is the server-side code and the architecture of the universe. It's the core logic. It's the database where all potential realities and all souls are stored. It's the processing power of the divine will. You never, ever see it, but it's constantly running, all the hidden processes that make reality function. And this just brilliantly illustrates what our world is. Our tangible world is the dynamically generated web page or the app that we interact with. Every mountain, every star, every single choice we make is a rendered output from that invisible back end. And the two are in constant, real-time synchronization. Any change in the divine will, the back end, is instantly reflected in the physics of our world, the front end. Now, if the engineering talk isn't for you, no problem. Think of it like a video game. The hidden world is the powerful game engine, like Unreal or Unity, running millions and millions of lines of code. It's calculating all the physics, processing the logic of cause and effect, running the AI for every plant and animal, and rendering the graphics that become our reality. It is completely invisible to the player.
And our physical lives? Well, that's the gameplay experience. The characters we meet, the landscapes we explore, the whole story of our lives, it's all the beautiful, interactive result of that hidden code. But the most important part is this. The engine and the game are not separate.
They are two layers of the exact same reality, always running together perfectly in sync. One literally cannot exist without the other. All right, now that we have the analogy, let's look at the actual mechanics that our sources describe. How does this cosmic backend actually function? What is its operating system? Well, the answer lies in this divine structure known as the Sephirot, the 10 fundamental attributes through which the infinite creator interacts with all of reality. So this map here shows us the actual architecture. The Zohar teaches that when the verse says the heavens, it's really talking about the upper realms of divine thought, like the Sephirah of Binah, which is like the great blueprint, and Tiferet, the principle of harmony. And the earth, well, that's our physical world, the realm of the Sephirah of Malchut, or kingdom. And what connects them? Yesod, the foundation, which is the great conduit that makes sure there's a constant flow of energy and information between these two layers. The sources describe this whole process with a beautiful metaphor. It all starts with the Or Haganuz, the hidden light, this pure, singular, transparent essence of raw potential. As this infinite light flows downward, it passes through the prism of the Sephirot, and there it refracts into the fundamental colors of reality, like the expansive blue of chesed or kindness and the restrictive red of gavura or severity. Our physical world, Malkut, is described as the dark vessel, kind of like a screen where these spiritual colors can finally become visible, giving them shape and creating the incredible diversity of existence that we see all around us. So how is this divine data actually transferred? The mystics say it's encoded in the very shapes of the Hebrew letters. These aren't just symbols, they are functional components. Think of the yud, as a single point, like a compressed seed of infinite potential. The vav, is a line. It's the channel that draws that potential downward from the hidden world to our revealed one. And the dalet, is shaped like a container, representing our world, Malchut, which receives that divine flow. The dynamic interplay between these shapes is the process of creation, and it's happening in every single moment. Okay, so this is so important. This system isn't static. It wasn't just set up once at the beginning of time and then left to run on its own. It is a living, breathing, interactive cosmos. The bridge between the concealed and the revealed worlds has traffic flowing in both directions. This is the essence of it right here. The whole system of commandments and prayers is designed for this very purpose, to go up and stimulate a flow from above. Our actions here, in this revealed world, have a direct and immediate impact on the concealed spiritual backend. We're not just passive observers, we are active participants. We're co-creators. The mystics call this the constant dialogue of creation. Our actions, our prayers, our good deeds, even our consciousness itself, that's called Mayan Nukvin, or feminine waters. They represent an upload from our world, a stirring that rises up to the higher worlds. And this ascent stimulates a response, a download of divine energy and blessing called Mayan Duchrin, or masculine waters, which comes down and sustains our world. It's a constant feedback loop. And all of this leads to our ultimate purpose, tikkun, our cosmic repair. The sources explain that in the very early stages of creation, a kind of catastrophe happened. The spiritual vessels that were meant to contain the infinite light weren't strong enough, and they shattered. Sparks of divine light fell and became trapped in our physical world. Our job, our entire reason for being here, is to find those sparks in our food, in our work, in our relationships, and through conscious, holy acts, elevate them back to their source, literally healing the separation between the hidden and revealed worlds. So what does all of this cosmic architecture mean for us, personally? This isn't just some abstract theology. The Zohar presents it as a user manual for the human soul. It's all about how we live, from moment to moment. The sources teach this profound idea that's based on a single letter changing in the Torah. Originally, Adam and Eve had kidnat or, garments of light. Their physical form was luminous, a direct, transparent expression of their soul. But after the sin, these were replaced with kidnat or, garments of skin, the opaque, physical bodies we have now. Our entire life's work is to refine our physical existence, to polish the lens of our body, to make our skin as transparent and as radiant as that original light. And this is why this all matters. This isn't mystical trivia, it's an empowerment. It means you can start to see the physical world as an interface, not the final reality. You can elevate the most mundane things, eating, working, by infusing them with holy intention, transforming them into acts of tikkun. It means understanding that your thoughts and your deeds are cosmic uploads that affect the entire system. You're a conscious partner in the ongoing moment-by-moment process of creation.
So the mystics have laid out the architecture of reality for us. They've handed us the user manual. The keyboard is literally in our hands. So we'll leave you with this question. If your life is the interface, what reality are you programming with your actions, with your thoughts, and with your words today? What code are you writing into the very fabric of existence? Thank you for joining us for this complete journey through the Pardes. We hope these ancient truths help you and your family improve your own dimensions this week. If you enjoyed this full chapter deep dive, please like, subscribe, and share which part of the journey touched your soul in the comments. We'll see you in the next chapter.